Ryan Reynolds here for, I guess, my 100th Mint commercial. No, don't. I mean, honestly, when I started this, I thought I only have to do like 4 of these. I mean, it's unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month. How are there still people paying 2 or 3 times that much? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be victim blaming here. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save. Whenever you're ready.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See details.
This episode is brought to you by Twizzlers. Long day, late night, feeling a little bored? Twizzlers is the ultimate sidekick for any moment of the day, no matter what kind of day you're having. The perfect level of sweet and a fun excuse to sit back and relax. Unwind with Twizzlers. To buy now, visit Hersheyland.com/Twizzlers.
From the Gator Framework Studio in Music City, it's the Dining at Disney podcast.
You know the thing about good food, it brings folks together, all walks of life.
You'll discover all the best restaurants and food as you hungrily explore the Disney parks.
Let's do this thing!
The Dining at Disney podcast.
Welcome to the Dining at Disney podcast. I am Kristen, Disney park enthusiast, foodie, and travel expert.
And I am producer Al John, lifelong Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, and theme park fan, enthusiast, pop culturist. And if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. And when you go to our new Facebook page, which is linked in our show notes, right? We finally have the URL.
Yes.
Right, which is Dining at Disney Podcast.
Yes.
So facebook.com/Dining at Disney Podcast. And you turn on notifications bell, this one. You'll be alerted to when we post a new show. And we do that a couple times a week. Sometimes we miss a week, or sometimes we miss a day just because it's a light news day, or we're late, like today, because once again, if you've been following this podcast now for many, many years, I don't even know how many episodes we have. No, nearly 400 episodes. I don't know. We have a lot. And that's only the ones that we transferred over from having done this podcast since, 2010, something like that?
No, it hasn't been that long.
How long?
Maybe 2016? No,
Really,
2014. Maybe.
2014. Okay.
Something like that. I'd have to look it up.
Because we used to do the Disney list, which we started in 2009.
Yeah, it's probably been about 10 years.
Oh my goodness. How time flies. But anyway, yes, click that notification bell and turn it on Facebook to when we post new shows. All right. And so if you missed last week's show, we had a bunch of really cool things to talk about. We had talked a little bit about Pride Month, because that's what's going on right now as we speak. And it's hard to believe that we're nearing the midway point, and to the point where people are literally getting ready to put out Halloween decorations. Can't believe it. And then we also talked about the Bayou Adventures over there with Tiana, which is grand, which is great. So, Kristen, what are we talking about this week?
Well, we are going to be talking all about Disney's new island, Lookout Key.
I like it. It's good times. And it's the Bahamian culture, which is a lot of fun. We've been to the Bahamas a couple times, so
More than a couple times.
And there are 2 pieces of advice I'm going to give you right now. If you ever decide to go to the Bahamas, 1, don't drink the water. 2, don't get your hair braided. by the
Can you not
there.
drink the water there?
I don't know, but I just don't.
I mean, I know in Mexico, you definitely, in the Dominican Republic are 2 places. Do not drink the water.
Don't drink the water. The old Dave Matthews Band.
I know, right? It's the first thing that came to my mind.
I know, right? Well, anyway. So, how was your week? Good?
exhausting.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like it's the same. I'm living the same week over and over again.
Well, we kind of are. No,
Could be worse. Right?
It's life with kids. One of our friends ended up for giggles decided to just go straight to Walt Disney World, and I miss that.
With no, I mean, was making a short trip somewhere, so she had enough clothes for like that short amount of time, but now is down in Orlando and has to go shopping for clothes and stuff because she didn't bring them.
Oh, didn't plan on being there.
Exactly.
Just hop in and go. And we used to do that quite a bit. And I miss it. Just it's what happens. You have kids and they're young, and we went to the parks, and we just don't go as often just because the kids they require a lot, plus they're going to school, they have other programs and stuff we enrolled in. Like, we just had our daughter in summer camp, so it's just a lot.
Well, I had been to Orlando prior to the lockdown, 3 times prior to the lockdown?
Just 3
that
times?
Year? No, that year. I meant that year in 2020.
Okay. Yeah, already.
Because of media events.
Yeah. Yeah, just the new year started, you were down there like several times. And, yeah. Anyway, it's depressing. Plus I was at Disneyland, it's my typical Disneyland trip right before lockdown, and I miss it. But anyway, let's talk about Disney, shall we?
We are talking about Disney.
Let's talk about the news. Let's talk about the news. Let's just do that.
Talk about Lookout Key.
Talk about it.
Yes. Alton, I'm going to let you talk about some of the details.
All right. Well, first of all, this is a brand new island destination, and it promises to immerse you in the spirit of the Bahamas. And when you go into the welcome area over there at Disney's Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point, they also have a destination bursting with rich Bahamian culture. It's a place called Mabrika Cove. So that looks really cool. Now, the Imagineers, they always do their best to inject the local stuff, but also plussing it with Disneyness, if you will. But once again, they collaborated to reflect the essence of the Bahamas in the design and experiences from the locals, of course. So it does surround you with an authentic feel, an authentic art vibe. So everything from the dramatic structures are designed to resemble giant seashells scattered along the Eleutheria's coastline. That's pretty cool. And then they also have the bright Bahamian-inspired art greeting you at the pavilions, the bars, over there at the Goombay Cultural Center. And it looks to me like it's going to be a really cool place to check out because it's super colorful. They've got a wide range of just programs there for people to check out. The family workshop where there are local artisans that teach you about the Junkanoo, which is the festival of the Bahamas filled with colorful parades and dancing and music, of course. So that's going to be really neat. And of course, you can keep an eye out for all these details. So they've got sculptures created by Antonius Roberts located near the tram stop, which is neat. Then they also have paintings by Kevin Cooper displayed at the Goombay Cultural Center in Cabanas. They have nature-inspired sculptures created by ceramicist, that's a new word. I have never used that term before. Ceramicist Imogen Joaquin. Hopefully I pronounced the name right. Above destinations bars along the Junkanoo-inspired tile work right alongside the Cultural Center. They also have the plated fish, pilated fish. Did I say that right? Pilated fish, pineapples, conch, and Junkanoo headdresses by Philip and Michelle Kemp at the Cultural Center. They also have wood carvings on exterior doors inspired by Andret John's original designs. Dorman Stubbs painted murals. They also have land and sea inspired art by interdisciplinary artist Keishan Monroe. That's in all the dining pavilions. And then they also have mixed media artist Edrin Simonet displayed throughout the destination. That's a mixed media artist, painter Edrin Simonet. So a lot of local flavor, a lot of great art, which is nice. And hopefully, I know if you're listening to this podcast, not only do you love the Disneyness of it all, the Imagineering of it all, but the local art flavor of it all, and will inspire you, and just another layer of great things to appreciate and enjoy when you're over there at Castaway.
I don't have that, huh?
At Lookout Key. I know it's old habits.
It's going to be hard.
I think it's pretty.
Yes.
It looks pretty.
It looks really pretty.
And it does. Because you and I have been down to the Bahamas several times. We're very, very lucky to have gone several times, but it does have that inspiration, the vivid colors, the pastels, the blues, the pinks, the yellows of it all. Very, very neat and very eclectic as well. How about this next story, Kristen?
Yes. So the ship has welcomed its first guest to Lookout Key.
Nice.
That has just happened.
Of course, you can experience this only when you book with Kristen and book a Disney cruise.
But they have Disney Parks blog posted lots of pictures of people enjoying things like, it looks like there's like a little crab the kid is looking at on the shore. The water looks so beautiful.
Crystal clear water, blue water, and just the fresh sand.
Yeah, that like white sand beaches. They said there's an abundance of beach chairs and umbrellas there.
Good.
And at some nearby pavilions, they've got a couple levels of seating, and you walk down to the beach. There's some pictures of the
Junkanoo Parade.
Yeah, the Agumbe Cultural Center Rush a Junkanoo celebration. And look, I mean, these costumes, wow, are they impressive?
Yeah, it's great.
I can't imagine having to wear all that. I mean, that is a big cost. The costume, like, is way bigger than the person.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that seems like that's got to be heavy.
You know, authentic, really tall headdresses, a lot of feathers, a lot of colors, a lot of
very, very vibrant colors.
Vibrant, almost like, you know, colorful flowers being brought to life, which is cool.
She said, this particular writer said that they got a chance to craft their own Junkanoo headdresses to wear for the celebration.
Nice.
Also, if you are looking to meet some characters, you can meet Chip and Dale. They have the Play Pavilion, which is nearby. Sun Beach Bash. It's a high energy activities with some of the favorite Disney characters. You can do the limbo with Goofy, so that's cool. They have tabletop games like Dominoes, which is...
Dominoes.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say something about it.
Okay.
I was going to see is very common in the Caribbean. Lots of people play dominoes. There's also Connect Four that you can do as well. So you've got some relaxation, some fun, some cultural experiences.
Family-friendly experiences.
I think that's really cool. They do have a nature trail too. It's a sandy path. They'll take you past some impressive rock formations, and you'll wind your way around to the light station. This is it was so quiet that you couldn't even hear the ocean.
Wow.
Wow. They do have water stations along this nature trail, so that's very important. Definitely carry a water bottle with you when you are doing any place tropical.
Stay hydrated, folks.
It says there are 5 indigenous creatures that are scattered along the island. You will see sandy crab, queen moth, lizzie curly-tailed lizard, and more. The water park area looks very cool for the kiddos. The gush out water play area has slides, dumping buckets, sprinklers, and more. So if you have little kids, that is going to be a huge hit for the little ones.
Splash pad.
They do have a smaller splash pad area, though, that is also for diapered kids.
Okay.
So you have 2 areas at the same place for kids, depending on how old they are. So if you got really little ones and ones are a little bit older, they can both play in the same area.
Very good.
You can keep everybody entertained.
I like it.
Sebastian's Cove, you can do some snorkeling over at Serenity Bay. So that's nice. What's going on?
Oops, my bad. Accidentally hit the wrong button.
Okay.
Oops.
So I guess it's time to move on.
Well, no, I mean, it's cool. Are we good?
We can
I
move
was
on.
I'm trying to get to the awesome sound here. Trying to, anyway. Well, because we're talking about Disney Cruise Line's big Bahamas action that's going on there at Lookout Key, I have to say that it is really, really your chance now to experience Lookout Key for yourself and book a Disney Cruise Line adventure with Kristen here, of course. But then she doesn't just do the Disney Cruise Line, she does all cruise lines. She can do you Virgin, Princess, Carnival, and of course, Royal Caribbean. But not just that, also just a magnificent time that you could have with the entire family or your friends there at the Walt Disney World Resort or Universal Resorts or Disneyland, what have you. She can book it all for you.
Universal, I cannot wait to see more from Epic.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. So to take advantage, of course, themeparksandcruises@gmail.com. Kristen, what is your travel deal for this week?
They can save up to 30% on rooms at select Disney resort hotels when you stay 5 nights or longer this summer and early fall. And that's going to be for most nights July 8th to October 3rd. And if you choose to stay less than the 5 nights, you can then save up to 25%. So you still save, just not as much.
Love it. Well, once again, what is your email so people can go ahead and take advantage of this deal and so many others, book their Disney, Universal, or any cruise line adventure, or even Adventures by Disney?
They can contact me at themeparksandcruises@gmail.com.
Next on deck here, we have Island Flavors at Lookout Key. So not only do you have the parades and all the great art and the different pavilions to check out and the nature trail, but you also have this awesome merchandise that you can have here, plus drinks. What do we have here, Kristen?
So I do think these look really cool. So they've got a tumbler that has like purple, blue, green, yellow, pink. It says Disney Cruise Line. It's just very colorful pattern. I don't know how to explain the pattern. Like flowers and swirls.
It's a floral sea
and
pattern on a tumbler. So
the
that's
other thing that's really cool is the Disney Cruise Line pineapple.
nice.
That you can drink out of, which is very cool.
Yeah, don't order a Lapu Lapu. Just go ahead and get it in the fake pineapple. It's cool. Fine. It's cute. It's a cool sipper.
Yes, so you can dine at. They have True and True True to barbecue.
It's
Those
true
are the
to, true, and true to. Boy, try to say
See,
that. I can't even say it.
those are both the main dining areas. And then over at Serenity Bay Barbecue for those of you adults. Of course, you'll be able to enjoy in some local favorite recipes, barbecue ribs, island spice chicken, and other things like that. There are going to be 4 bars you can enjoy. It is the Bow and Ribbon Bar, Watering Hole Bar, the Reef and Wreck Bar, the Blue Hole Bar. That's going to be for adults only. And they also have a sensational smoothies. So you can get frozen drinks there. And if you're looking for a tropical iced coffee, they have mangroves and go. The signature cocktail contains premium aged rum and pineapple smoothie, topped off with a pineapple shaped candy.
Great. Cool.
I wish they told you how much these really cool little, like the sipper and the tumbler were, because those look pretty cool.
Yeah, it's probably flex pricing.
Sergeant and Mr. Smith, you're going to love this house.
Bunk beds in a closet?
There's no field manual for finding the right home. But when you do, USAA Homeowners Insurance can help protect it the right way. Restrictions apply.
The land down under has never been easier to reach. United Airlines has more flights between the U.S. and Australia than any other U.S. airline, so you can fly nonstop to destinations like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. Explore dazzling cities, savor the very best of Aussie cuisine, and get up close and personal with the wildlife. Who doesn't want to hold a koala? Go to united.com/Australia to book your adventure.
Isn't everything going to flex price?
Pretty much. Okay. So the next part of this over there at Lookout Key is
Shopping.
Ways to bring it home, which is always great. So they have a gift shop called Treasures of Eleuthera, trying to make sure I say that right. Hopefully I didn't butcher it too bad, but it's got, of course, tropical artist spotlights, so you can get authentic stuff from them, artisan gifts, artisan crafts. They've got artwork by original Bahamian artists, so that is really great. And they also have Disney Tings, which is, of course, apostrophe ings, Tings, which has some fashions there by local designer Theodore Eilert. Now, it's the same designer that created the tropical look for Mickey and Friends, which is really nice.
These shirts are super cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I like them.
I can't.
Well,
So I guess they are supposed to be the Junkaroo inspired. So they've got like these character shirts.
yes, there's a mini themed one that has the mini ear silhouette, of course, with the Junkanoo celebration colors, and a lot of it, of course, have got the kind of the ear hat symbols and stuff on them. So Minnie's pink and has the bows, and Donald has got his Donald hat, and Goofy's got his hat, Mickey's got his, and of course there's Pluto as well. So they're inspired, which is really nice. It's how they weave the Junkanoo theming with the Disney character.
I like the
icons.
Donald
It's
one.
nice.
That Donald one looks cool.
Yeah.
Of course, they've got the Spirit jerseys. So you can get those.
Yep.
Which to me, I
not a
find
Spirit
it
jersey
very,
person, but-
I find it very hard to think about buying something to wear warm when I'm hot, and it's like,
Right.
I look at that like when I'm hot and I go, oh no, I can't do it.
people, they'll be cruising and they might live in like upstate New York where it gets super cold, and they'll want to bring home a Spirit jersey so that they can remember their warmer times in the Bahamas when they have like 3 feet of snow outside of their door. Anyway.
They also have mouse ears, and it looks like they've got a little Mickey backpack too.
Oh, yeah.
I like this Junkanoo celebration merchandise. It's very cool.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that it, Kristen? Is
Yeah,
that our special on Lookout Key for Disney Cruise Line? I you know what? It's a short and sweet episode, but I hope you liked us kind of talking about, the Disney Cruise Line's private island, the newest private island. And I'm looking forward to experiencing it myself.
And if you do want to know about the food, we did talk about their foodie guide a couple of weeks ago. So
there you go.
Go back through the show archives.
Please.
And listen to that because the food sounds delicious.
Please do it. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in and listening to the show till the very end. We appreciate that. And don't forget, Dining at Disney Podcast, found everywhere you find podcasts, all right? Be sure to like and subscribe and go to our new Facebook page, facebook.com/Dining at Disney Podcast, and turn on notifications and click that bell so you get new content whenever we post it. And once again, if you enjoy this show, please consider becoming a supporter on Spotify for just 99 cents. It's just starting at 99 cents. And just think of it as a little tip jar. And throw some money in the tip jar, won't you? It helps support future episodes of Dining at Disney Podcast. And the other thing that does that is clicking our links for our affiliates to Amazon, the Disney Store, Kingdom Strollers, Garden Grocers. You can find them all there on our show notes and, of course, at diningatdisney.com. Now, Kristen, where can they find you?
Where are they going to find me?
Now.
Yeah, since I rarely post on Instagram, there's no reason to follow me there unless you know me.
You know what? Our listeners of this podcast, our loyal listeners of this podcast, can click that link to send voicemail straight by using their iPhone or their smartphone, which is great. Okay, so send us the emails if you want. Send us the messages. Reply to this on Facebook, which is the best way to reach any of us, really. Okay.
Or they can email me, Kristen at diningatdisney.com, because I do get that.
She does check that, yes.
I do check that daily. Let's see. Your favorite social media sites. You can find us there. Especially, Facebook and Instagram. I like to post pictures when I've got them. As far as, I'm going to say where you can find Kat since she's not here, and then I'll let you say where you can find you.
Yeah.
You can find Kat on Instagram at CAT_ASTROPHE, and you can also check out her podcast, Eat the Pictures. It's a little bite-sized podcast. It's all about food and film, Kat's 2 favorite things, and they are everywhere podcasts are found. And if you haven't already, join our Facebook group. We've got quite a few people there, Dining at Disney. You can also check out our friends on Facebook, the Disney Doors, or Sorcerer Radio Fun Zone. And Sorcerer Radio can be found at srsounds.com, or you can find the app wherever you get your apps.
There you go.
And where can they find you, Aljon?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at AljonGo. And don't forget to check out my other podcast, too, with our great friend of the show, Dave Bossert, former Disney creative and filmmaker extraordinaire, award-winning author. We talk about the Disney Renaissance, great Disney films, pop culture, and such. We also have Imagineers on. It's called Skull Rock Podcast. You can find it wherever podcasts are streamed. Thank you so much once again for joining us. So until next time, there's Kristen, and I'm Aljon. Bon appetit.
The information and opinions expressed in this podcast are for entertainment and informational purposes. All other trademarks mentioned are the property of their respective owners.